total weirdo. I'm a weirdo. It depends on where I'm at. So, like, if I'm in the studio, I literally like to go in the booth with all the lights out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and just kind of shut it down for a minute. And then I'm like writing and singing out loud. Most of my stuff that I really, really love comes in about 15, 20 minutes. If it takes me longer, I really scrap it. It just really depends. I think the hits like come like boom, 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 you know. But if I'm at home, there's different methods because there's different people here, you know. So it's like it just depends. But yeah, I don't really try to think about anything in particular. I usually go from a place of what could be going on in somebody's life around me. Some of my songs they're not about me at all, you know. Some people will hear my songs and say, "Oh my God, you know, did you really go through that?" And I'm like, "Nah, but my cousin and sister's boyfriend."
Right.
So yeah, I grab from all kinds of places and all kinds of things that I see, you know. Yeah.
Cool. So talk about what we have to look forward to the project Mar'Laina to the Sky, and what's more. You know, we're gonna share 2 of them songs, but tell us a little bit more what we can expect.
Sure. So right now, you guys can expect to see me gearing up to do some live performances really soon. I, at heart, am a dancer. Originally wanted to be a choreographer for Janet Jackson. You couldn't tell me any different. And I had this control like suit that I used to run into when I was like 5. Every time the video came on, like that was my thing. So I started out thinking I was gonna do that, and then the dancing evolved into singing, and the singing evolved into writing. So I'm gonna be getting into the studio with a few dancers and just working on my craft again. So you definitely can look forward to some live shows, live performances. Yeah, that's what you can look forward to. I'm gonna you know, go 100% all in.
All right. So how would you describe your sound when it comes to your singing?
My sound, I like to describe it as laid back and chill. I'm not a belter, you know, but I can be. The church I grew up in, we were all a cappella music. So, you know, I think a lot of I know a lot of artists get their inspiration from church, and so mine comes from there too as well. We just had a different vibe. I'm more of a smooth singer, and that's kind of my style. That's my thing, you know. A lot of people have compared my vocals to an Aaliyah type thing or a Janet type thing. I get that all the time. And sometimes I get Faith Evans, and I'm like, okay, you know. Yeah. I'm definitely a soprano, you know, more of a soprano than an alto. To the Sky. Ooh. Now this is sexy. This is probably one of my more sexier songs that I've written, and I have always been a little funny about the songs I write because I'm always like, hey, my grandfather is going to hear this. So, but this one, you know, I'm definitely a grown woman when I'm writing this song. And, you know, like I said, I'm always running from a true place. Mm-hmm. So this song is about just that love that just puts you on that natural high. And you don't want to come down from it. You know, it's not about drugs. It's definitely just, it's a natural high. And, so this song is called To the Sky because, you know, that's where you feel like you're going when you're with this person.
Ooh, I'm ready. That's my new ringtone. I like that one. No, I love that one.
Thank you.
That.
Angel, man.
Yes. I love the sensual flow of it too. It makes you feel very feminine.
Right.
As a woman.
Well, it makes you feel very
Yeah, as a woman.
Definitely think it. What would be your ultimate goal as an artist? I mean, a writer and just performer. What is your ultimate goal? You've been doing this so long and you do it so well. But what's the ultimate goal?
You know, my ultimate goal is to really solidify myself as a singer and songwriter. I think I've done well in the position to solidify myself as a songwriter. And so now I want to make that mark as an artist. That there's more to me, and this is what it is.
Now, I read that you are a member with the B.M.I. Broadcasting. What exactly is it that you do over there?
Well, basically, I run all of my songs through there. They are an agency that protects songwriters like myself. You know, make sure your work is registered, and if it's being played, just making sure you're getting paid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
That's definitely important.
Yeah, I became a member over there early 2000s. Cheryl Dickerson, who's been with worked with a lot of record labels, and Franny Goldie, who worked on the Commodore, wrote some of Celine's bigger songs. That actually ushered me in over there, so it was awesome.
Okay, cool. Now, what about other avenues such as maybe acting or fashion or anything within that nature? You see yourself jumping into those lanes?
I do. I don't have a shy bone. To be honest with you, like when it's time to go, it's time to go. So
right.
Whatever comes my way, if it's something that I'm digging, I'm all for it. Yeah, definitely. I think I can get a little acting on, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure we can see you on a sitcom, a movie, you know, maybe a movie about music, girl, you never know.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm for it. I do a lot of, sometimes, like I said, when I'm writing songs that are necessarily not my experience or, you know, could be an experience of somebody really close to me, I still have to jump into that part. And I still have to feel those emotions to convey through the song. So, yeah.
No doubt.
Some acting experience.
Yes.
Give them those social media sites so they can definitely link up with you and follow that music.
Sure, absolutely. So you can find me through Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, and basically just look for Mar'Laina to the Sky. Mar'Laina with a Laina, so Mar'Laina to the Sky, and I'm pretty much on all those networks right there when it comes to streaming.
Now, a video recently came out of Cardi B, and it was a very, very old video, but she was speaking into her existence, where she saw herself in 5 years. So, in 5 years, where would you like to see yourself, your career, family?
In 5 years, I definitely would like to have, like I said earlier, establish myself as an artist, outside of just songwriting. And I'd like to see myself giving back, reaching back to help other artists, perhaps smaller labels and publishing companies, you know, producing for other artists and other writers who, like myself, haven't gotten stuck in that writing riptide, you know, pulling some more of us through the matrix. You know. Yeah, and with family, I think I'm okay with my two. You know, I don't really.
Yeah, no more.
Good.
I think we good. You know, but you know, God's plan, right? Not mine.
Right.
Yeah, definitely that. Yeah, and I also have a strong interest in just helping the community with physical and mental and nutritional health. So I would like to see my platform used in a way where I can kind of give some of that back to the inner cities, perhaps making yoga some type of an elective or PE course within the inner city schools. Because I think if we can incorporate the yoga classes right now, like I sign up and it's not the most inexpensive thing, and it's like I've seen what it's done for myself, and for people around me. And I think that I know it sounds like something small, but being able to give something like yoga and Pilates and herbal nutrition, just that type of information to more of the inner city, definitely a goal of mine as well.
That's definitely dope, and it's definitely needed.
Exactly.
To get some of this anger out of some of these people. Some people are so angry, and they just need some avenues just to release it. I like that. Where can I sign up?
Okay. Now, if you had one quote to describe your life right now, what would it be about?
One quote to describe my life right now. It would be live, love, and laugh. And I have something similar to that on my wall right now. And that's because sometimes we forget that those things are so basic to us, but they're really not. And we forget to do that. We forget to live, we forget to love, and we forget to laugh. And definitely that would describe my life right now. That's how I'm an overcomer, and that's how I get through some of my past pain. It's just remembering those three things.
What advice would you give to someone who may be dealing with pain now? And sometimes in the moment it feels like it, you're never going to get over it just in that moment. What advice would you give to someone about just getting over something?
2 words. Hold on. And again, sounds simple, but that's the only way you get to the good.
Right.
If you let go, whether that's giving up or taking your life, I don't know what measure that could be for any given person, but usually when you get to that burn, that's when that muscle pops out.
Yeah.
And I've been there more than one time in my life. Just that burn where it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's like it's never going to end like in that moment, right?
Yes. But hold on, because it's not even about the light being at the end of the tunnel. It's about you holding on long enough for the light to break through. Because I heard a quote in the movie actually the other day. It said the darkness, the wound basically is where the light comes through. And I think it was in Ava DuVernay's movie. I believe that's what it was. I can't quote the name of it right now. But yeah, and I think that's true. I think where that wound is where the light, where the light is gonna break through. So yeah, that would be my advice. Just hold on. Just hold on that extra second, that extra minute, that extra day.
Ooh, girl, you're speaking to me.
15-year career span doing your thing right, and now you're getting ready to be that performer you always imagined. You're seeing things unfold and heading in a direction that you always wanted it to be?
Absolutely. I absolutely do. I think more than seeing it in the physical, I'm seeing it spiritually. Because for me, it's always been about where I was, not where everybody else is. And that's even how I feel I was able to break through all the odds in the beginning, coming straight out of high school. It was the belief that I had in myself and the belief that I had in the higher power that I prayed to. And just knowing that I felt like I could do it. Because I think that no matter where you come from, no matter what you look like, no matter who you are, you're always going to have some kind of odds against you, some more than others. But it's about how you feel. Your thoughts are going to create that reality for yourself. It doesn't matter what nobody else thinks or says or feels about you. And I just, for a minute, hadn't really been in a place where I was like, okay, I can do this. I needed to fall in love with what I do again. Because as everybody knows, I know everybody's heard the ups and downs of the industry. I heard Azina on the show, some of the things that I totally could relate to. So, I mean, you can get jaded, and I totally did not get jaded, thank God. But I definitely felt some kind of way. Just like if you're in a relationship with a lover, and this lover ain't treating you right, you know? Right. It's like you can love that person, but, you know, you have to continue to renew. I'm glad you asked me that because I know a lot of people that do not agree with me. Like, we can sit up and debate all day. You know?
Right.
But I think it's in a great place. It's just like peaks and valleys, you know. And I'm a real Philly person. I'm a vibey person, and so I remember when I came. It's a similar feeling in the air right now, and I think we kind of hit a peak of. I know it's an oxymoron, but a peak of a low, where we really can't go any lower. And I think there's a lot of just abuse when it comes to the music and a lot of the stuff that is kind of past. www.spotify.com/Mar'Laina, or you can simply search Mar'Laina to the Sky, as well as Apple Music, same thing, and Tidal.
All right.
Mar'Laina has definitely been an honor and a pleasure. Y'all stay tuned. She is definitely on the hit list to be one of our artist spotlights. She's going to come to the A and show out.
Yes, I am.
Can't wait. So y'all stay tuned for that. Thank you. I mean, I can't say it no more simpler. I thank you so much for what you've done and what you bring to the game. And I look forward for your project to take you to the next level.
Thank you so much for having me. It's definitely an honor to to be a part of this wonderful thing that you've been doing for a while from the gate, since we met. Right. I've always been a supporter. This is an incredible thing to come and connect with a soul like yours, and thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure. It's definitely been a pleasure. All right, y'all. Y'all heard it here first. It's bigger than hip hop. That's our very special guest, Miss Mar'Laina, doing her thing. Short, but Lois Lain is in the building. Y'all, like I said, stay tuned, because when she comes, we're going to do something major. I can't wait to show her off to y'all. All right? Till next time, y'all. Peace and love.